Okay, what I've got for sale today is the mokai motor that I was putting together for my mokai. I'm doing so much hovercrafting, and in fact I'm in the middle of building a new hovercraft. I just don't ever seem to get back to the mokai, so I'm going to let the kids play with the mokai on the lake, and I'm going to put the stock motor back in the mokai. I had this, this is a Mike Clements. If you go to Mike Clements Engine Racing, let's see, adjust this camera here so you can see, or so I can see maybe. Oops, all over the place. Dun, dun, dun. Just give me 1/2 of a second. Anyhow, this is a Mike Clements racing engine. I wanted to build the fastest mokai I ever put on the water, so I can run out there like the bass boats. So I called him up and I said, what's the fastest motor ever built for a kart? Because that's what they do, is build a NASCAR and drag motors and F1 kart motors. And he said that this particular motor right here won the world championship on alcohol. And I told him I didn't want to run alcohol and I wanted to run pump gas. He said set it up for 6,000 RPM, which will drive the mokai pump at the right RPM so you can really make it work. And then it gets about 20 horsepower. It's absolutely complete. I've updated it with the Honda shroud for the mokai. It's got the pull start. It's got the electric start. You just take this and mount this in your engine compartment. The key switch is right here. And if you're going to run a charging system, there's a breaker button there for you to reset. Imagine if you ever pop the breaker. And then it's got I'll spin it around here. It's just got the electric starter motor on it. Painless made me a clutch for it, and he also built me this water-cooled exhaust system. This was like $425 or something. I got about $2,500 into the engine, and the rest of the stuff, I've got over 3,000 into it. Just spin it around so you can take a peek at it. There's no stock parts in this at all. It's a lift fan clone block. So I bought a brand new lift fan, and then he disassembles it and throws everything away. They built a custom billet crankshaft, a billet rod, a billet piston, custom racing rings in it. I think it's got total seals in it. They built custom billet rockers to change the ratio. The head is remachined, bigger seat. It's got guides put in it. It's got oversized valves installed in it. And what else? I know I'm missing something. But just the best of the best. There's no corners cut here. This thing could be dropped right in an F1 kart, and if we were at the World Championships, this could compete. And the idea behind that was they run them at 8,000 RPM. This would detune down to 6,000 RPM for wide open throttle. You'll normally cruise around, I'm going to guess, 2,000 RPM. Probably hauling ass, it's probably really 3. Considering that's probably double the power of a regular mokai motor at 3,000 RPM. He said that the motor should just last forever. There's just no way to break it. They don't really break at 8,000 RPM, and down at that low RPM with this clutch setup on it, he didn't actually think that thought maybe it'll probably just last forever. It's set up to run on pump fuel, so it doesn't have super high compression or anything, so there's no ping or anything. The custom flywheel's been readjusted to reset the timing on it, and that's pretty much it. It's just put your base plate off your old motor on the bottom of it and slide it in. And the exhaust I just have sitting on here. It's never been ran except for at the on the dyno when they finished building it. And being a LaFon motor, I believe over a Honda, little things that they do, you get it really universal. It's got dipsticks on both sides of the motor, drain plugs on both sides of the motor and stuff. But yeah, so what I want to sell it for about half price. I'm going to ask $1,500 for it. Pretty firm on that. And I want your old Honda motor to put into my mokai. And that's pretty much it. I'll box it up and ship it to anybody. And if you have any questions at all, just ask me. I'm sure I missed some stuff. If you go to Clements Racing website or their Facebook, you can see what they're talking about or what it is. That's pretty much it. And then if you have any questions on the water exhaust or the clutch, you can talk to Painless about that. And yeah, that'd be awesome to see it go into a mokai instead of back into a go-kart.